If you're going to do well financially, you've got to sit down and look back and ask those questions. Many times you ask yourself, oh, where was my father when other people were buying land? Where was my father where other people were making money? Sit down. Why are we poor in this family? Why is there no rich person? Why is there nobody in this family that is an entrepreneur? You sit down and do that sitting down work to think, so that you can begin to redesign your own life. Because most of what we call a generational curse is not a curse. It's a generational choice. It's generational ignorance. It's generational foolishness. Your grandfather did not know. He didn't teach your father. Your father did not know. They don't teach you. And instead of you to learn and know what you need to know, you keep telling yourself, that's the way we are in our family. Listen and listen well. Your background is not an hindrance to your higher ground. God does not consult your past to determine your future. So it does not matter how you were born, where you were born, when you were born. You've got to understand that the day you came in contact with Jesus, if any man be in Christ, is a new creature. All things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new. For those he foreknew, he predestinated. Those he predestinated, he called. Those he called, he justified. Those he justified, he will glorify. So every child of God has a glorious destiny in Christ. So you don't tell me, you know where I'm coming from. No, where you are going to is settled in the covenant. So you've got to look back. Somebody say, look back. Now, when you are talking of looking back, some of the things you need to begin to look at is to look into what I call your family bank. Somebody say family bank. Because one of the reasons why many people are poor is because they have too many children that they cannot take care of. So you look back, you say, okay, my grandfather had 11 children. All of them, they couldn't pay their school fees. They ended up poor. Okay, so my father too now gave birth to 8 and still had another girlfriend and had another side chick and gave birth to 2 others with a concubine. 8 plus 2 equals to 10. And all of us were sharing textbook, sharing clothes, hands made down. We couldn't go on holiday. What are you doing? You are looking back and you are learning from the experience of those that have gone ahead of you. Experience is not the best teacher. Other people's experience is the best teacher. Experience is not the best teacher. The experience you learn from is the teacher. Hello? So you sit down, you look at that. Why? Because if your grandfather had 13 children, 42 children, because they were in an agrarian age and they needed children to go to the farm, and your father had 8, why should you follow suit? Many of those decisions that were made to have multiple wives and multiple children, it had nothing to do with love. It was an economic strategy. Because they were in an agrarian age. So instead of going to buy slaves, let's give birth to them, so that we can own them forever. But now you are in a technological age and you are giving birth to children like sardine. Every year your wife is getting pregnant and you are not ashamed. Taking it, and taking it. It's like, if this one don't make her, this one go make her. Giving birth to children you cannot. How can you in the 21st century be having multiple children? For what purpose? Are you trying to win an award? No, think about it. Listen and listen well. For every child you have is minus 15 years. No, think very well. We are looking back now. For the day your wife becomes pregnant, 15 years has been added to your struggle. Hello? Let me go to another dimension. The day you give birth to your last baby, you have 25 years to be free from that responsibility. So that is why you have to marry early. It's called the power and the blessings of early marriage. Oh, this one, he has bow leg. That one, he has K leg. When he eats, he makes noise with his mouth. Sit down there. Sit down there. Don't you better choose one now and settle down and start your journey. Because listen to me, there are no ready-made men. There are no ready-made women. God does not give you finished products. He gives you raw material. So I want a woman that can drive. How long does it take to learn driving? Hello? So marry early so that you can give birth early and stop wasting your time and be picking and choosing until you now find yourself, you are now 35. You now say, anything, Lord. Anything, Lord. Because now anything goes. Multiple children. So look at the family bank. How many children did they give birth to? I have friends now that have 6 children. they can't travel. By the time you calculate tickets, for 6 plus 2, 8 people, they will now begin to do instrumental travel or do roster. So this year we take 2. Next year, 2. The other year, 2. So before you travel, it's every 3 years. Why? 6 children. Hello? So number 1 is to look into that aspect of your family bank. How many children do people have? Because these are the things that I've studied. These are the things that lead to poverty. Number 2, check the educational history of your family. Was your grandfather educated? Was your grandmother educated? Was your father educated? Was your mother educated? Because let me tell you something. Education is a leveler. Education gives you a level playing field to begin to journey. And that's why, listen and listen well. When we talk about wealth, we said it yesterday morning, there are 5 kinds of education you require in order for you to be successful in life. You need academic education. You need personal education. You need spiritual education. You need professional education. And then you need financial education. Now, academic education does not translate to wealth. But you need academic education to give you a leverage. And like I said yesterday, an educated fashion designer that went to school is different from the one that learned by the side of the road. An educated barber is different from the one that just learned barbering by road. Why? Because that education puts some panache, adds some level of professionalism and packaging and system to what you do and helps you to scale faster. So you need to do a research of the history of your family when it comes to education. Why? You find out that many people have realized that, what my parents suffer, or I will not allow my children to suffer what I've suffered. So majority of them now are now trying to give their children a better life because they have done that research. They look back. Say, what I suffer. My children must not go through this. My children must not go through this. So it is that looking back at what they went through that helped them to gain wisdom to say, I must give them a better education. Do you understand that now? The next thing you need to look at is to look at the work journey of your family. Listen and listen well. Salary is slavery. We said to that yesterday. Civil servant, you're a servant. So whether it's civil servant, public servant, whatever the servant is, you're a servant. And they measure you on a scale. It's called salary scale. So you are still a slave, you're still a servant. The possibility of becoming rich and wealthy by salary is 2%. So as long as you're a salary earner, you're already in the wrong journey. You are trekking to the wealthy place. So you need to look back. Was my grandfather an entrepreneur? Was my grandmother an entrepreneur? Because many of us grew up under parents that were deceived by the colonial masters. Listen to what I'm about to say. God is not the God of salary earners. God is the God of entrepreneurs. God of Abraham, businessman. Isaac, businessman. Jacob, businessman. The day Jacob decided not to do business and go and collect salary under Laban, 21 years of his life was messed up. So God is the God of entrepreneurs, not the God of salary earners. Why? Listen and listen well. From Genesis to Revelation, you will never see anywhere where covenant people go to work to earn salary. Every time you see people working to earn salary, they are either slaves or foreigners. Why? Because from the beginning, the Bible says when man was created, God prepared a garden and gave him a garden to tend and to keep. Because dominion is about ownership and influence over territories and land and spheres. So to tend means to cultivate, to keep means to retain in ownership. So everyone that God has created, there are things that God has created you to tend and cultivate and retain in ownership. That's why he says he will bless the works of your hand, not the job of your life. There's a difference between your job and your work, your career and your calling. Your job is what you do to earn a living. Your work is what you are created to do. Your career is what you are paid for. Your calling is what you are made for. So fishes don't struggle to swim. Birds don't struggle to fly. It's not a job, it's a work. So when you read your Bible, it will bless the works of your hand. He that will not walk, let him not eat. My father walketh, hitherto and I walk. Walk while it is day, for the night cometh when no man can. You will never see Jesus use the word job. It's always work, because you're supposed to discover, develop, and deploy what the Creator has put in you, because everything you need to succeed here was put in you before you came. I'll deal with that in the second point. So you've got to look at the work, because all this, all I owe you is education. All I owe you is education. All I owe you is education. Now they have given you all the education, and after 20 years in school, the first letter you write is, I beg to apply. So you spend 20 years in the educational sector to become a beggar. So why go to school to become a beggar? Hello? Now, the reason why they are saying all I owe you is education is because they think that education equals to wealth, but that's limited education. They are not incorrect, but they are incomplete, because it's just 1 out of 5 education. So academic education does not translate to wealth. That's why the dean of faculty is going on strike. That's why the professor of economy cannot manage his personal economy. That's why a chartered accountant cannot charter a plane or even charter Uber. So listen, all I owe you is education. But guess what? When you now begin to look at what they are saying, I want my son to be a doctor, salary earner. I want my son to be a lawyer, salary earner. I want my son to be an engineer, salary earner. So even the education is pointing you to the slavery of salary. And when you want to be a footballer, an actor, an actor, they say never. But that's income, not salary. Are you getting me now? So they put you in that way because the colonial masters messed us up. Go do an history of Africa. We were created as entrepreneurs. Africa is the root of civilization. Hello, somebody. We were created as entrepreneurs. But guess what? When the colonial masters came, they saw your grandfather, my grandfather, our ancestors. They saw them going to the farm. To farm. Having their own plantations. And they said, no. Come. I want you to come and work for me, and you are going to be my gardener. I'm going to take you into the field of horticulture. So they now give you title without entitlement. They give you a position and a job. And they now tell you, you know what you're going to do? When you work with me, you're going to be like me. I'm going to teach you my language. I'm going to take you to my country. And then when you work with me after about 30 years, I'm going to give you a gratuity, and then I'm going to give you pension. I'll pay you till you die. So, like Esau selling his birthright, our ancestors sold our entrepreneurial destiny and took over jobs and salaries and corporate careers. And now we have children that were raised by entrepreneurs. Your mother sold bolianepa. Your mother sold fried yam by the side of the road in Asaba. She used the fried yam and bolianepa to send you to university. When you came out of university, instead of you to apply common sense and bring education back to Asaba and take the roasted yam to package yam and take the roasted corn to package corn, you left your mother to die poor. You ended up in a bank inside air-conditioned coffin with official cups, official coffin called the official car, and they took away your destiny, and all the labor of your mother ended because she thought education was all you needed. She gave you academic education but did not give you financial education. So every 5 days we're going to market. It's once a week. In those days they call it a K market day or one market day, just one day. But your great grandmothers, even though they did not go to school, they had enough financial intelligence because it's called native intelligence. God put it there. And even though they did not go to school, well, you know what they did? When they go to market every 5 days, when they come back, they separated the money. This one is to pay Mama, Caro. This one is for the one we eat in next AK market day. This one is the one I will put aside in case trouble comes. They understood that. But you went to school, you don't understand it. And the amazing thing right now, I don't know about Asaba, but in Lagos, the illiterate are the landlord, the educated ones are the tenants. And the landlord is calling you Oga tenant, and you are priding. You are parking a 12 million naira car in a 3 million naira rented apartment, and you don't know that angel should come and slap you. So instead of allowing our parents and our ancestors to continue that right, the colonial masters came and said, Abba, how can you be going to market once every Friday when you are not sure you will sell? Come and work for me. You're going to be my cook. You're going to be my steward. You're going to be my cook, steward, chef. They look for packaged language to package your bondage. So you are in the rat race. Listen to me, even if you win the race, you are still a rat. Whether it's golden handcuff or wooden handcuff or silver handcuff, handcuff is handcuff. So guess what? They became cooks. Then they took your father that was driving horses and camels to go and on. They said, no, you don't need to do that. Come, you will drive my car and you'll be my chauffeur. You'll be my driver. And before you know it, they took our birthright. They took our language, our clothing, our culture, our strength, our entrepreneurship. They took everything away from us. And they reprogrammed us. Listen to me. What school did Bible people go to? Schools started in Egypt. Schools were not set up by God. School is a capitalist theory put together to train and discipline people and brainwash them into what they want them to be. That is why when you resume, you are a man. By the time you graduate, you are a doctor. They now change your name based on what they have trained you to do. And because you now say you are a doctor, when I tell you come and do real estate, say I don't do that, I'm a doctor. Because you are so daft that you don't understand that there's a difference between the medical profession and the medical business. So you are a medical profession and you are still on strike because of salary. Why? Because you are in the medical profession. But a man that did not go to school and spend many years like you is in the medical business. Why are you a medical doctor and you are not selling syringe? You are not selling cotton wool. You are not selling spirit. You are not selling blood pressure medicine. These are the business of medicine. So there are people that didn't go to school. They are in the medical business. They are billionaires. You went to school. Colonial master limited you to salary thinking. And when we are telling you to come and do business, I'm a doctor. Hello? Hello? So look. So they tell you, oh, all you need is to go to school, get good grades, and get good jobs so that you can pension. So the most valuable season of your life is used as a slave to go and serve somebody else. And after 25, 30 years, they will release you with pension that cannot take you anywhere. Inflation will have eaten it up. Hello? Let me go deeper. The next thing you need to do is to look at, we've spoken of education, we've spoken of entrepreneurship, so let's talk about, we're talking of number of children. Let's talk about assets and investment. Your grandfather was a tenant. Your father is a tenant. Now you are a tenant. In what way is that a generational curse? It's a choice. It's not a curse. Your grandfather worked in Nigerian Airways. Railway. You work in Nigerian Airways. Now, the third generation, NIPOS. Now, it's because you were told that just get civil service job so that you can close on time. Hello? So, there were choices that were made. And let me tell you something. If you are actually a tenant, you are involved in idolatry. Yeah, I'm going to prove it. Hello? It's a grace I carry so I can deliver you now. You know when your car has a problem, you don't go to a medical doctor. You go to a mechanic. When you have a case, you go to mechanic. When you have money problem, go to money grace. The grace for finance is here. Now listen and listen well. Are you ready for this? There are only 3 people we call Lord, sir. Jesus is Lord. The judge is Lord. Landlord is Lord. So for every tenant, you are in idolatry. You are serving 2 lords. Because apart from Jesus, you have a Lord over your life. He's called your landlord. Land is a spiritual matter. I told you yesterday, faith is land. If you are born in Afghanistan, you are most likely a Muslim. You are born in Saudi Arabia, you are most likely a Muslim. Because whosoever owns the land determines the fate of the land. Canaan land na land, promised land na land, the land of the Evite, the land of the Jebusite, the land of the Hittite na land matter. If the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, how come you don't have one plot? Hello? You have 3 handsets, 3 phone sets. Your handset is not equal to your mindset. You are not what you drive, you are what drives you. You are not what you wear, you are what wears you. I love shoes. You have just 2 legs, oh. You say you love shoes. Are you an octopus? You are buying shoes. I love. If you love shoes, create shoes, produce shoes, market shoes, manufacture shoes. You are buying bone straight. Your destiny is not straight. Bag and shoe to match. Your destiny is not matching your bank account. You say I'm married to a rich man. No, wealth is not sexually transmitted. You are doing Aristo. You are doing Ronske. All the rich people you slept with, have you become rich? It's not sexually transmitted. Hello? So faith is land. It's called the kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the United Kingdom. Whosoever owns the land creates their own kingdom. So listen to me. As you are here right now, if when you are about to leave for church, your landlord called you and said, I am coming now, every tenant must wait for me, you will not be in church. You will not be in church. Because you know that that landlord is also Lord. So why do we call them Lord? Because they have the power of life and death. Many of you, your bungalow is in your wardrobe, looking powerful, and you came from a slum. And the money you could have used to buy a house, you have used it to do naming ceremony. Because every year your wife is getting pregnant, you are blocking streets. Hello? I prophesy over somebody right now. Where your ancestors has failed you, you will not fail your descendants. No, you didn't hear that. I said, where your ancestors has failed you, you will not fail your descendants. Your children will not ask the question, where was our father when people were building houses? Where was our mother when people were building houses? If you believe it, shout amen. So somebody said, look back. Let me run. So look back means, look back. What mistakes have I made? What opportunities have I missed? The word poor, P-O-O-R, poor, means passing over opportunities repeatedly. P-O-O-R, passing over opportunities repeatedly. My mother will say, "Enti obara na lie, onira na true." That means the person that did not buy what is a lie will not end up buying what is true. He said, Tabanika, did you can buruku koja? You already ma koja anymore. It means if you say you should close your eyes for evil people to pass, good people will pass, you will not know. Everything that will help you is a lie. Is it really true? Is it genuine? But the fake one, you believe. You believe MMM. You believe that you can invest and be making 30% because greed and covetousness is the software running your life. Survivor mentality has made you a greedy person. What do you want to do to be earning 30% per month? Hello? He said, no, sir, you don't understand. It's Forex. It's cryptocurrency. You can't even call it crypto. It's crypto. And they turn your life to a cryptic myth. Why? So look, what are the mistakes have I made? What mistakes have I made? Listen to me. Whenever you wake up, that's when your morning starts. When you wake up, morning has started. If you wake up by 6 a.m., good morning. 9 a.m., good morning. 11 a.m., good morning. If you wake up by 1 p.m., good morning. Because the day you wake up, that's when your morning starts. So it's never too late to start. So now you are hearing, go back and redesign your life. All this check. Nobody grows younger. Nobody grows younger. Nobody grows younger. You can medicate it, padicake it, coste it, spandex it. You know by yourself that lines are falling upon lines in pleasant places. Every day you wake up, your destiny is moving. And there's no room for rehearsal. Every day is action. So all this, I'm still young, there's still time. There's still time, there's still time. It's what made the rats to keep eating until they enter the trap. So somebody said, look back. Akai said, look back. So what are the mistakes I have made? What are the opportunities I have made? Look back, do all the research. Because nobody will investigate your poverty for you. It's your job. Number 2. Look within you. Look within. If I stop here, I stop. Look within. Now listen. When I say look within, you've got to understand that everything that the spider needs to spin a web is inside the spider. Spiders don't go to the market to buy yarn. All they need is within them. You know why? Listen to the three words I'm about to say, three statements. Your gold is tied to your gifts. Your treasure is tied to your talents. Your profit is tied to your potential. Your gold is tied to your gifts. Your treasure is tied to your talents. Your profit is tied to your potential. Everything you need to be all you will ever be was put in you by the Creator before you were born. So you were born loaded. There was a kingdom within you when you were born. There are gifts, talents, potentials within you when you were born. But because you were born into a place where the atmosphere to identify, help you to develop and deploy it was not there, you now have to struggle by yourself to get there. Please help me answer the question. What do comedians sell? What do musicians sell? What do actors and actresses sell? What do footballers sell? Nothing. They are trading their gifts. But that gift has been there from the day they were born. But many of them never discovered it until poverty came. And they say, I say, I found you, make I start. So you hear some of them say, I just stumbled into acting. You stumbled into it, but the Creator did not stumble to give it to you. It's because, but many of us, when we identify the gifts in our children, because of the wiring and the software running our life, instead of it to see that this begin, he like organizing, he like to let me send that to fashion school. You will first send that to university to go and study chemistry. Wasted destiny. When you now look for job, no see job. Say, okay, maybe you should try that your fashion. No. So today we have many medical doctors in fashion. We have many lawyers in catering. Because we're told that you have to go through a formal school. Instead of sending them to the school, you see, schools are supposed to help you to develop what you have discovered. But because our parents did not have this understanding, they did not discover anything. They sent us to school for school to help us discover. And they put our destiny in the hand of guardians and counselors. Career guidance and counselors. They say the way you pass English, you are supposed to be a lawyer. And then they direct your destiny to law when you are supposed to be a public speaker. How many millionaire lawyers do you know? How many millionaire doctors do you know? How many millionaire engineers do you know? Anyone in this field that is a millionaire, it is the business of the field, not the career of it. The business of, so there is a business of medicine. There is a medical career and profession, and there's medical business. There is legal profession, there is legal business. Ordinary one land deal as a lawyer with 10% of 1.2 billion. You can make money that Charge and Bay will never make all their lover life. So why will you go and sit down there? My husband slapped me. Domestic abuse, say be lawyer. Tenant and landlord are fighting. See, that's my area. It's my jurisprudence. I have PhD in landlord and tenant matter. You are a tenant yourself. How will you know how a landlord feel when you have never been one? Build house fair, make person parking, make you no pay. You will know what it means. So how can you as a rich man, you are troubling this lawyer, this tenant? You know tenant has rights. It's because you are a tenant yourself. When you are a landlord, you will advise the tenant rights. Say, my brother, what you sow is what you reap. This man is a human being like he has built a house. Gather the money so that one day people go pay you. You won't be talking rubbish because you want to collect 5,000, 30,000. Because Charge and Bay spirit in that poverty spirit. Hello? Your grandfather didn't start any work. Oh. They couldn't employ your father. Your father or your family, nobody starts work. They couldn't employ you. Now, somebody created a business, employed you as a staff. You beg to apply, you now enter, finish with a form union. If it's easy to start business, why your papa no start one? Make you employ you. Anybody that is paying your salary, that is putting food on your table with your children, honor them. Honor them because you don't appreciate what you have until you lose it. His salary is too small. Wait until it's no more there. You will know it's big. All you women that say your husband is useless. He's useless until another woman is interested. Yeah, this useless man. No problem. You want a man that is spiritual? Are you spiritual? You want the house that has money? Do you have money? You want a man that can gidigba, the resurrection and the life. Are you also good? Hello? No. Because listen, you went to school, she went to school. You graduate, she graduated. So imagine, we all went to school, we have BSc. 6 years after graduation, I want to propose to you. Say, do you have a car? Why don't you also have one? You don't go school, you don't get work. Since we graduate, what do you two they do with your life? So it's me that should have car, it's me that should have house, and we all graduated 6 years ago. Do you have car? Yeah, I can't marry a man that doesn't have a car. If you are looking for a man with a car, you may end up with a scar. Hello? So that's why he's saying 6 packs. 6 packs and 6 figures are two different things. Oh. There are some guys, all they have is muscular prosperity, nothing to show. So I have potential, babe. You need to understand, I've got potential. Listen to me. By their fruit we shall know them. A man that has the potential to be great, let's look back at where he's coming from. Your potential was there the day you were born. So if I'm meeting you at the age of 30, you tell me potential. Waiting the 30 years don't produce. The 30 years of potential should have produced something. So you'll be able to say, my babe, I got potential. I'm an orphan, but now I have my BSc. I had to go through evening school, and now look, I have my certificate. In fact, I started this business 12 years ago. It's still coming up. So you show something, so that when I look at that, I can say, if he has done this, plus me in his life, for he that finds a wife has found a good thing and obtained favor. When I had my favor and my flavor, the guy go blow. So look inside you. 2 Kings chapter 4, it says, what do you have in the house? So what's your gift? What's your talent? What's your potential? Look inside. Everything you need is inside you. Stop looking for what is not lost. It's within you. 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 Many times we are thinking of what we don't have instead of utilizing what we have. So you want to look well? Number 1, look back. Number 2, look within. Number 3, look ahead. Look around. Look around you. What are the opportunities that are all over this place? What are the opportunities? Listen and listen well. Opportunities are ladders. Opportunities are steps. Opportunities are lifts. Opportunities are doorways. Opportunities gives you access into new dimensions. It is better to be prepared waiting for opportunity than for opportunity to come and meet you unprepared. Look back into your life. It's not because somebody is better than somebody. The Bible says the race is not for the swift, battle not for the strong, bed not for the wise, riches not for men of understanding, but time and chance happen to them all. And that translation says it's all about being in the right place at the right time. So when you look back at your life, you will realize that when those opportunities came, you were not prepared. Opportunity plus preparation equals to success. When people succeed, it's because an opportunity came, met them prepared, they were able to maximize it, and they blew. So you have to be preparing. So it's better to be prepared waiting for opportunity than for opportunity to come. You are not prepared. Because sometimes opportunities are cyclical. Once you miss it, it will take another cycle for it to come. So once you miss it, you miss it. Many of you are wondering now, when you were in your prime, 22, 23, 24, men were coming, toasting you, proposing. Is it not amazing that the same parent that will tell you, who is that man? I don't want to see you with any man. They are the one that will now begin to say, no man is coming. Now drive them. When they were coming to check me out, you drove all of them away. Now you are saying, where's the man? Am I going to manufacture a man? Because African parents want to raise their children the way they were raised. Let me not go there. Everyone will come for marriage conference or family conference. We'll go into all those areas. Hello? So listen, look around. What are the opportunities around? What are the trends that you see all around you? What are the problems that you see all around you? What are the questions that needs to be answered? What are the needs that needs to be met? So you look all around. It is looking around that will help you to become a problem solver, because money flows in exchange for values. And to offer value means you are answering questions, you are meeting needs, and you are solving problems. That's what value is all about. But how do you know a problem to solve if you don't identify the problem? So you look all around you. What are the problems? Number 4, so that I can close. Look up. So if you want to look well financially, look back. Look within. Look around. And look up. A lady by the name of Whitney Houston was born in church, raised in church, discovered God and discovered the giftings of God. And then she entered into the marketplace and she was corrupted by the marketplace, because you are either in the secret court or you are in the secret place. When the devil took him to the pinnacle of the temple, to the top of the mountain, the Bible says he showed him the glories, the kingdoms of this world and their glory. And he said, bow down and I will give it to you. And Jesus said, you don't understand. I already have a kingdom within me. There's a kingdom within me. You cannot entice me with other kingdom. I created those kingdoms. For the kingdoms of this world shall become the kingdom of our God and of his Christ. I carry a kingdom within. But you see what's happening in our world today is many people that are raised by God, created by God, empowered by God, they go into the marketplace and they become corrupted by the marketplace. He says, worship me and you will get it, because there's a connection between worship and wealth, intimacy and income. Those who dwell in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. You know why? If you are going to prosper, you are either in the secret court or you are in the secret place. Because it's called the hidden riches of secret places. It's the treasures of darkness. So for you to access it, you either go through the secret court or you go through the secret place. Because there are only two streams. It's either Babylon or kingdom. You are either doing it Babylon world way or you are doing it kingdom covenant way. So when you are arguing with the kingdom, you lack understanding. And then she was lost in transit. The world took her over. She ended up a drug addict, ended up in all kinds of trouble. And then one day, when they have written her off that nothing good can ever come out of her again, like Samson, her hair began to grow again. And she went deep to her roots and began to lift up her voice. I look to you. I look to you. When all my strength is gone, in you I can be strong. I look to you. I look to you. She went back to the Creator. She looked up. And guess what? Her voice reverberated once again around the entire world. Why? Because she looked up. Listen to the people of God. God is your source. Your job is a resource. Your career is a resource. Your investment is a resource, but God is your source. You can't embrace the principles and reject the principle. It's an error. God is the root cause of everything. I have seen people that have built houses and estates. When kidney come, kidney problem. When liver sclerosis come, they sell houses to go to India and come back in a coffin. I've seen people that have built houses, bought all kinds of businesses, and their children are hooked up on drugs, and the children will sell the factory to sniff cocaine. Except the Lord builds the house, the labor in vain that builds. So when you are arguing about tithing, you lack understanding. When you are arguing about first fruit and givings and all the covenant obligations, you lack understanding, because the spiritual is the foundation and the security for any physical investments. Money is tripartite. Money has a past, money has a present, money has a future. Money is tripartite. Money is a spirit. Money is what? A spirit. See, and when you come get money, it can't change. It's a spirit. The spirit of money is called mammon. And all through the Bible, there's only one thing God compares to himself. You cannot serve God and mammon. Even devil was not compared to God. That's how powerful money is, because when you go to labor, it's all about money. So the spirit of money is called mammon. The soul of money is the value of that money in the marketplace. The body of money is the paper, the currency. Are you ready for this? Let me go deeper. Are you ready? Every currency on earth is as valuable in the market, so based on their relationship with the spirit, mammon. Let's go deeper. Every currency has the picture of dead people. The most valuable currency on earth has the picture of a human being that is alive. It's called the British pounds, because she's a living sacrifice on a living altar. Until she dies, the pounds will continue to reign, because the altar is still being refreshed consistently. Any country whose currency is valuable in the market, they must legalize everything that mammon wants. They must legalize homosexuality. They must legalize abortion. They must legalize same-sex marriage, and all those, they must do that. We now come to Africa. You refuse to legalize all the things that Mammon wants you to legalize, and you refuse to serve God the way it's supposed to be served. So in the secret court, you are not there. In the secret place, you are playing religion. So we pray, but we are not spiritual. Hello? Hello? Why do you think that you are struggling with tithing? It's the spirit of Mammon. You love God, even you know, say you love God. But why are you struggling with tithing? It's not a money matter, it's a spirit matter. Whatever God places a demand on becomes a point of contention. Mommy, you can go a whole day without eating and you won't feel it. But once we declare fasting, 8 a.m., you are hungry. Why? It's not about the food. Because anything God places a demand on leaves the physical realm and becomes a spiritual battle. That's why you're hungry by 8 a.m. You that didn't eat 2 days ago, they say, you never eat. Say, and they, hey, now see, so I never eat. Oh, you didn't fast? No, no fast. I'm just busy. But the day we say fasting, 7 a.m. I don't know my tummy, I'm hungry. It's a spiritual matter. It's a spiritual matter. My sister, you love God. 10% is not your problem. If you get 100,000, you think say 10,000 are your problem. No. When you are in the salon fixing nails and fixing eyelashes, you spend more than 10,000. When you go out with the girls for cinema and movie night, you spend more than 10,000. So 10,000 is small in the cinema, small in the restaurant, but big in an offering envelope. Because the day God that places a demand on it, it becomes a trouble. It's not the money, your heart is what is being contended for. Because whatever you cannot walk away from, you have not conquered. Giving proofs to God that you have overcome greed. Hello? Are you getting what I'm saying now? So what do? Look up. What graces do I need to connect to? When they were talking about the pastor, talking about just they laugh and say, this thing are everywhere. Now, pastor 50th birthday, they do announcements, they do video. Very embarrassing, Abi. Do paparazzi over birthday of pastor. Now they do all this wahala, multiple announcements over and over again. But one small cancer now, money will show up. And the man that has delivered you from cancer, that has covered you so that cancer will not come, you are calculating. You are calculating. Hello? You don't have money, you don't have money. Make them kidnap your pikin now, money go show up. But the man that God has used to cover you so that kidnapper did not see your face, they don't see your side. They are telling you 50,000 since January. When you know say the man go be 50, so you never figure that 50,000. Do you know how much you have spent for the devourer? Everybody tithes. You either give to God or you give to the devil, or you give to yourself. All the 10% where you never give. Where your Bentley now? Where your Range Rover? Stop fooling yourself. If 90% cannot do it, the 10% will not make a difference. It's because the devil that wants to ruin you is making you to operate like that. 1 minute more. Let me close with this. Go and get the book. Go and get the material. I just want to ask one question as I close. When you finally die, how will your death be announced? It's just a question I want you to go home with. How will your death be announced? I hope you know everybody will die. At a good old age, you will still die. Or you will die by rapture. Anyone? My brother, there are only 2 ways to announce death. With deep sorrow of heart, we announce the sudden demise of our father, husband. Whenever you hear with deep sorrow of heart, even if the man is 70, it's still deep sorrow. Because they were waiting for him to blow, you know, blow. And when you go to that burial, there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. When you go to that burial, you see a woman, hey, Mama, he has left a wife and 6 children. And he's saying they die. A woman came home one day and saw a crowd in the compound. And they were greeting her, sorry, oh, don't want them, yeah. So why not they greet me say, sorry, God will help you take care of the children. He said, what are you talking about? And she went inside and saw the man lying down. And people were weeping. She said, what's happened? He said, your husband died. He said, what's in that talk? He said, he died. He said, he died. Papa Kechi, where do you die? You die. Leave me with sister. You dey Chris. Chris worry you. You die. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. The man woke up. You die. Which kind of stupid? Wake up. What do you want to listen to? Now me born these children by myself. Want to leave your responsibility for me. So when you go to that burial, you see crying. Everybody's wearing white cotton material or akosho. If you look very well, you see another woman by the side with one small baby. The poor man has a concubine. They will now shave the woman's head, take her to the village, drink the dead body of your husband, prove that you are not the one that killed him. Person with poverty kill him because your wife kill him. Waiting thing, but where they kill. But there's another one with gratitude to God for a life well spent. When you hear that advert, rich man are in there. When you go there, nobody is weeping or wailing or crying. Cry for what? When you get there, it's a celebration of life. Just one wife. Not 6 children, 2 children. 1 boy, 1 girl. The girl came from Canada. The boy came from America. When you see the widow, there are widows and there are widows. Oh, I'm a widow. What will church do to widow? I'm a widow. Nonsense. Designer skirt suit. Gucci silk handkerchief. Police eyeglasses. Louis Vuitton bag. Fellini shoe. She's not crying, no. The boy is by the side. They'll just be patting on the back. This is what you'll be seeing. What will she cry for? 6 houses in America, 2 in London, 300 million naira, $800,000, 5 houses in Abuja, 2 in Port Harcourt. What is she crying for? Most of those tears you see at burial ground, na poverty. So you mean that me you leave all this trouble for? Na poverty cry. When that woman finished the burial, go there 1 week later, is Megad you will meet. Madam, you don't go Canada, you go rest. Madam, you don't go Canada, you go rest. Is it that kind of woman? You will now say she come and drink something in the village. You will shave her head. Everybody will be saying, yes, ma. Yes, ma. You will die well. God bless you.